So usually we have some kind of big wiffle ball game, usually between the younger cousins and the older cousins, and that's always a lot of fun. Always gets competitive.
It's the one time a year where the entire family comes together for a barbecue.
My family traditions would be going to the fireworks, usually on the 3rd, and then barbecue and parade on the 4th.
Yeah, so we usually go out and we'll buy fireworks together. It's like me, my dad, and my brother, and then we'll set them off in the backyard. It's always a good time.
Yes, at 4th of July, we love to watch fireworks on the beach. And one of my favorite pictures of my family is the kids are really little, maybe like 2 and 5, and they're just covered in ice cream. And it just is a really great memory of 4th of July.
Spending time with family, friends, and reminds me back to childhood of laying on the ground, looking at fireworks, spending time with family. But one of the biggest memories I have is seeing the tall ships in 1976. I was fortunate enough to be on a boat in the harbor with all the tall ships. That was very memorable. But I think why it means so much to me, the 4th of July, and I've tried to exhibit or relate it to my kids, is coming from a generational military background. My ancestors served in the Navy and the Army, and I never did. And it's kind of a regret that I have, something I wanted to do but never did. So I think about it often, but most often I think about those who serve and appreciate what they do for us every day.
Sure. My family and I always go down to Cape May. We watch the fireworks. We usually stay the week there and go to the beach and hang out. That's usually our traditional plans.
Back in the day, I used to live in the Washington, D.C. area, and this is in the 90s, so it goes back a little bit. But we had just come out of the war, the Afghan war, and for the 4th of July, they had a massive parade on the mall in Washington, D.C., and they had the stealth fighters flying overhead. They had tanks rolling down the street in Washington, D.C. They had the soldiers marching. This was a military parade, and it was absolutely phenomenal just to go see it and be part of it, at that time. So for me, that was one of the most patriotic and very cool 4th of July experiences I ever had.
Well, as a family, we always go to a family gathering with friends and relatives, and sometimes if we don't have that, we always go to Penn's Landing to see the fireworks there. So yeah.
There was one 4th of July, I bought tickets to see Tim McGraw in Wildwood on the beach, and it was great for maybe the first hour, and then a torrential downpour all over me and my now husband, but we made the best of it, and it was a really good time. But it's just one of those, anytime people mention Tim McGraw, I kind of cringe a little bit.
Yeah, we usually try to go for some variations like biryani or some pastries. There are some good shops around our neighborhood, so we go there and enjoy all these things. That's all. Yeah.
So really any barbecue food I like, you got ribs, burgers, hot dogs, all of that, all good stuff.
I love a grilled hot dog and a hamburger.
Definitely have to go with barbecue, and I'm not talking hot dogs or burgers. I'm talking like grilled chicken, ribs, or steak.
My favorite 4th of July food is are the hot dogs. Yeah.
Oh, it's got to be a glizzy. Nothing more American than a hot dog.
My favorite 4th of July food is actually crabs. My family will always make crabs on the 4th of July and eat them all together at the table.
My favorite 4th of July food would have to be watermelon. Cool you off in the sun.
Me and my friends, the last 5 years, we've been getting together, going to the Poconos, There's like this homestead with a big pool, just barbecuing and enjoying the weather and nature.
My favorite Fourth of July traditions are getting together with family, celebrating, watching the fireworks, grilling some food outdoors, just enjoying time with family.
I watch Jaws every year on the 4th of July.
I have a memorable 4th of July experience. I believe it was from 4th of July 2018. I was working in a Mexican restaurant, and we were telling our manager we're not going to get any customers today because this is a Mexican restaurant and this is the 4th of July. And we had 2 customers come in, but I did have to stay for the full 12-hour shift.
My favorite 4th of July tradition is that we usually do a barbecue. So a lot of meat. I love meat. So we have steak or burgers, and typically we have ribs, and that's my favorite. So that's my favorite tradition.
I like being around my family, going to barbecues, watching fireworks, getting glow sticks with my son. He's huge on that, and the little snappers. And just being around family and my son and the fireworks.
Going to parades, barbecuing, and fireworks, the usual standard stuff.
We like to go to my girlfriend's aunt's house. She's got like a nice little pool, play some like wiffle ball, barbecue. It's a nice little time.
My plans, I'm going to be down the shore with family and friends. We're actually going to split it up between me and my husband's family. So we'll go to his family's shore house for a few days, and then we'll go see my family for a few days.
So we're a member of swim club. So basically we go to the club in the morning and we have some kind of like family Olympics. We play games, basketball, swimming, pie eating contests, and then after that it's mostly barbecuing and hanging out with the families.
To have a cold beer in my hand while I'm standing behind a hot girl. Pretty simple, but that's what I'll be doing.
Go to the beach.
As most people watch the fireworks.
My favorite activity on the 4th of July is to get together with my family and friends, barbecue, eat some good food, have a beer in my left hand, a beanbag in my right hand, and play cornhole all day long.
Just swimming. I love to be in water, so if it's a nice hot day and there's a pool around, I'll be in it.
We do the sparkler thing.
Hopefully get out to the beach or a backyard, do some grilling with some friends, enjoy the fireworks and its warmth.
First, I would just say 4th of July is a great holiday, and I wish everyone a happy 4th of July. And I think we all have memories of 4th of Julys over the years. I always enjoyed it. As old as I am, I can remember different things as a kid, different things as a young adult, things when my kids were young. I think it varies. What's interesting this year is I have grandkids now, and I take them on trips in the summer. So the 4th of July has always been really good in recent years. One thing that's interesting is fireworks, since I was young, have exploded, no pun intended. They are everywhere now. And in my neighborhood in Bucks County, there's so many fireworks going off. My granddaughters think it's like the best place ever. I wouldn't go that far, but it's pretty good. So I'm real happy because I don't have to buy any fireworks. So I think that's a good part of it. This year we have a fun thing planned. We're going to Newport Beach, California. I'm meeting up with my daughter and the grandkids and son-in-law, I don't want to not mention him, there in a few days. And our 4th of July is the day before we return, and it's going to be on a boat out in the harbor of Newport Beach with fireworks. So really looking forward to it, and I wish everybody a happy 4th of July this year, 2024.